Hello and welcome to our flipped classroom. Today we're going to talk about grouping symbols. I am on page 39 in your workbook, page 39 in your workbook. And my marker's not cooperating right away. So page 39 in your workbook. I do want to jump to the bottom of the page. We'll get to the top here in just a minute, but I want to start with solving them and then we'll get into writing them. Remember that I talked earlier in class about having parentheses being like a treasure chest. So if I have 2 times 2 inside there, that is my treasure chest. 2 times 2 plus 4. I'm going to see a treasure chest on the beach. I'm going to want to open up that treasure chest first. I'm not going to want to go see the plus 4. If I see a treasure chest and plus 4 on the beach, I'm going to open up the treasure chest, be a pirate, open it up, and see what's inside. So we always want to do the parentheses first, see what's inside our treasure chest. 2 times 2 gives us a 4. So that treasure chest, or that parenthesis group, has a value of 4. So 4 is in our parentheses, 2 times 2 plus 4 gives us a total value of 8. So that total value of 2 times 2 in parentheses plus 4 is 8. Let's start here by solving a couple on the bottom of page 39. Parentheses, 4 times 3 minus 5. 4 times 3 is 12, so that has a value of 12 inside that parentheses. 12 minus 5, 7. N equals 7. 9 minus 2. 9 minus 2 inside this parenthesis has a value of 7. 7 times 4 is 28, so C equals 28. Number 6. 10 minus 2 is in parentheses and plus 6. Plus 6 comes first, but we always do the parentheses. So 10 minus 2 is 8. 6 plus 8 is 14. Number 8, again, 12 is first, but we always want to open up our treasure chest, see what's inside there. 5 times 2 is in my treasure chest. That's the value of 10 for that group. 12 plus 10, 22. Switching down to the bottom. 8 times 7 minus 6. This parenthesis has a value of 56 because 7 times 8 is 56. 56 minus 6 gives me a value of 50. 5 minus 2 is 7. 7 times 9, 60. 60. 30. That is sloppy. That is not cooperating. Let's try a new color. Ooh, here we go, number 10. Now we have 3 numbers inside our parentheses. When you have 3 numbers inside your parentheses, as long as they are all multiplying or all adding, you can go left to right. And so that's what we'll do here. 2 times 3 gives us a value of 6. Don't forget there's still a 4 in here. So 6 and 4 have a value of 24. 6 plus 24 gives me a value of 30. Number 12. Alright, 3 tens here. Let's do 2 tens first. 10 times 10 is 100, 2 zeros. This 100 and this 10 has 100 times 10, 1, 2, 3 zeros, so that makes 1, 2, 3 zeros, 1,000. But we're not done because we still have this minus 10 over here. 1,000 minus 10, Z equals 990. So now we've solved a couple. Let's go back to our top of the page. Now let's try to write a couple. Michael, I bought an eraser for 6 cents and 2 magnets for 9 cents. Well, one eraser is 6 cents, so we'll go ahead and write that. It doesn't really fit into a group, but the 2 magnets are 9 cents each. So let's add our eraser price of 6 cents plus our magnet price of 9 cents. But we had 2 magnets by 9 cents each. Okay? 2 magnets, 9 cents each. Again, open up our parentheses first. 9 times 2 has a value of 18. 6 plus 18 gives me 24 cents. Emma, I bought 3 markers for 8 cents. Well, that'll definitely be a group. 3 markers times 8 cents each. She also bought a notebook for 10 cents. 1 notebook, so plus 10 cents. 8 times 3 gives me a value of 24. 24 plus my 10. Don't forget about it. You're not done after the parentheses. Add our 10 gives us 34 cents. Very good. Moving on to number 3. Change colors here. Let's go blue. Alan, I bought 4 pencils for 3 cents and 4 pens for 6 cents. Well, now we have 2 groups. We need to have a pencil group and we need to have a pen group. We're trying to find how much they were together, so we're going to add those 2 groups together. Our pencils, Alan said he got 4 pencils times 3 cents each, and he got 4 pens times 6 cents each. So we now just have to find the value inside our parentheses. When you have 2 parentheses, generally mathematicians work left to right. It doesn't really matter because they're separated by an addition sign here, so you could do them in any order. But let's go left to right. 4 times 3 gives us 12. 4 times 6, 24. Remember, we still have to add those together, so the value of this parenthesis plus the value of this parenthesis, 12 plus 24, is 36 cents. Lucy, I bought 3 calendars for 30 cents. One was bent, so it cost 5 cents less. Cool, she got a little break on the deal there. But let's go ahead and group our 3 calendars times our 30 cents for each calendar. Put those in a group. And then she didn't get an additional one. One of these 3 here was 5 cents less, so we can go ahead and subtract 5 from the group. So 3 times 30 gives me 90 cents. I'm going to change colors here to bright red. 90 cents. 90 cents minus 5 gives me 85 cents. Very good. Let's skip on to page 40. Remember, we already did those. We are on page 40. A peach orchard has 8 rows of 9 trees. An apple orchard has 6 rows of 7 trees. How many trees are in both orchards? So we want to put them both together, but we do want them separated by our groups of peach plus our apple. So our peach one has 8 rows of 9, so 8 by 9, that's an array. And then our apple orchard has 6 by 7, another array, so 6 times 7. 8 times 9 plus 6 times 7 is what we're trying to solve. 8 times 9 gives me a value of 72. 6 times 7 gives me a value of 42. There we go. Now, we need to add those 2 numbers together. I'm going to go off to the side. 72 plus 42, 4 and 11, so 114 trees. Number 14, in all, 6 chairs and a table weigh 100 pounds. So it's definitely going to equal 100. Okay, so it's got to equal 100 pounds. The table weighs 40 pounds itself. How much do the chairs weigh? So the table weighs 40, and it says we have 6 chairs. It doesn't say how much they weigh. It just says the table is 40 and the total is 100. So I have the table right here and the total there. So I need to have 6 chairs, 6 times the chair weight. I don't know how much those chairs weigh. I'm just going to say a C for chair weight. 6 times the chair weight plus 40. I could put 6C in parentheses, but I'm not going to. I'll just keep that separate. To solve, we're going to have to figure out how much C is worth. This is a little bit of algebra here. This is a trick one. We're going to subtract 40 from this side. We're going to subtract 40 from this side. What that gives me is these canceling out, because 40 minus 40 is 0. And then it gives me 100 minus 40. That's a value of 60. I still have my 6 chairs, and they need to weigh 60 pounds. My 6 chairs have to weigh 60 pounds to make up for this 40 to get to 100. Well, I know that 6 times 10 gives me 60. So each chair has to weigh 10 pounds. 10 pounds per chair. A parking lot has 10 rows with spaces for 9 cars in each row. There are now 70 cars in the parking lot. How many empty spaces are there? Well, we know that there are 10 rows with 9 cars in each one. Our spaces for 9 cars. So that's the total number of spaces that are available for us to fill up. Now, we've already got 70 cars in there, so let's take away those 70 to see how many spaces are left. Solving using my parentheses first. 10 times 9 gives me a 90. 90 minus 70 is 20. Notice I can do 9 minus 7 in my head. 9 minus 7 is 2. 0 minus 0 is 0. So I don't need to go off to the side to do any solving for that one. Mental math strategy right there. Let's move this a little bit more. Lisa has 5 large bags with 8 oranges in each bag and some small bags with 3 oranges in each bag. She has 58 oranges. How many small bags of oranges does she have? Well, again, we see that she has 5 large of 8. So let's go ahead and put those in a group. 5 by 8. Put those in a group. Now, she has 3 oranges in each bag for the next one. So, plus 3b. We need to find out how many bags there are, but there's 3 oranges in each bag. Is going to equal, we said, 58 oranges. Alright, so that's a little bit of a long one here. We know that 5 times 8 would go first because it's in parentheses. 8 times 5 gives me a 40. 40 plus 3b is going to equal 58. Alright? Now, I think I want to go up to the side. Rewrite that. 40 plus 3b equals 58. Now I have a little more room to work. I know that I got to figure out what b is. And I know this is a little bit tough right now. So let's go ahead and subtract 40 from both sides. That's going to isolate our variable. We're going to get into isolating variables more. But right now we're going to get 3b. When I subtract 40 from there, it cancels out. 3b equals 58 minus 40. 58 minus 40 is 18. Now this we can do. 3 times b equals 18. 3 times what gives me 18? Well, 3 times 6. So 6 oranges are 6 small bags of oranges. I'd like to pause the video right now. I'd like you to work on problems 17, 18, and 19 on your own. Then when you hit play again, it will resume and I will go through problems 17, 18, and 19. On your mark, get set, go. Alright, welcome back. Rolando runs 5 miles every day. Stuart runs 2 miles every day. How much farther does Rolando run in a week than Stuart? Well, Rolando is going to get in a group. How much farther? So we're not going to add, we're going to subtract. We're going to subtract Rolando from Stuart. Rolando is 5 times 7 days in a week. Stuart, 2 miles times 7 days in a week. That is going to give us 5 times 7 is 35. 2 times 7 is 14. 35 minus 14 is 21. So he runs 21 more miles in his week. Caroline had 25 flowers. She put some of them into a large vase. She then put 3 flowers in 6 small vases. How many flowers are in the large vase? Well, she had 25 flowers. So we'll start with 25. We're going to take away the ones she put in the vase. And so we're going to take away our 3 flowers times 6 vases. And we'll come up with our answer. 6 times 3 is 18. 25 minus 18, if you need to do that one off to the side, 25 minus 18. You can borrow if you need to. Gets us a 7. So 7 are in the large vase. Our very last one, Abdul and his brother can put 6 pictures on each page in their album. Abdul's album has 8 pages and his brother has 5. How many pictures will fit all together? So we have 6 pictures per page. Abdul has 8 pages times 6 pictures. His brother will add in, because I don't know how many will fit in both. has 5 pages times 6 pictures, and that will equal our answer. 6 and 8 went on a date from 4 till 8. There we go. 6 times 5 is 30. 48 plus 30. 8 plus 0 is 8, so I'll put that in my ones place. 4 plus 3 in my tens place is 7. So 78 pictures altogether. Our code word for, or our code symbol for our lesson today, right above the word date again, is going to be 2 stars. So up in the top right hand corner, please place 2 stars so that I know you watched the video in its entirety. Thank you. Have a great night.